Hi everyone, and a warm not a warm now. It's a very chilled, okay, a very surprisingly chill in Mumbai in India today. So, a good evening to all of you, and welcome all. It's a very interesting topic. Um, Disciplined Agile Coach certification. Many were asking about what it is. I was also curious about the Disciplined Agile Coach. And I did the training. I was one of the first, and there were along with me there was one other Indian who did this. Okay, and I would like to tell you what is this Disciplined Agile Coach certification. Although I am not a certified Disciplined Agile Coach still, because no one is. Um, uh, the exam is going to be launched in December. But I'm going to talk about my experience about Disciplined Agile Coach, because I have been doing a lot of things on Disciplined Agile. In fact, no, we Prothoughts and myself have been a good evangelist for Disciplined Agile, as many of you might be aware of. And no, we have evangelized Disciplined Agile, Scrum Master, and Senior Scrum Master. We tried to implement and transform in a couple of companies. We interacted with so many experts, participants, practitioners, etc., aspirants on Disciplined Agile. Uh, so the coach was a very interesting phenomena to go and understand what next after a Disciplined Agile Scrum Master. So I was pretty curious to know how PMI gets into the coach, how it's going to benefit the practitioners, aspirants, experts, how it is positioned along with other certification, what value it brings. So a lot of questions in my mind when I went through the Disciplined Agile Coach. Okay, and it was an online session in the from the US, and there were people right from Australia, Vietnam, India, of course from US, Europe, etc. So it was a very interesting kind of session. So what I'm going to do today is giving you a flavor of Disciplined Agile Coach and the real experience that I had with Disciplined Agile Coach. And idea is to share that experience with you, and perhaps, okay, no, whatever curiosity or the knowledge that you want to have on discipline, perhaps this session might give you that. So I'm going to share what is there in the Disciplined Agile Coach. I think it should come on a mass scale from Jan 2022. Although not sure, because PMI has been, I am a part of the Disciplined Agile Coach community, and there has been not a steady momentum on that. So I'm doubtful whether it will happen in Jan or Feb, but it should happen in the first quarter of the next new year. Great. So thank you all for joining. I think many joined during 8 to 8:05, and I see many people joining. So thank you all for joining this webinar. This is my first on DAC. Although we didn't make so much of noise as we do for others, but I think this is an important idea of launching Disciplined Agile Coach. I will follow up with a lot of things. There is a lot of material that I'm going to give you on Disciplined Agile Coach, and I'm going to write a lot of things on Disciplined Agile Coach. And I have one slide to explain what is the difference between Agile Coach and Disciplined Agile Coach. So maybe what best I can give in 45 minutes, I'll do that. When I was preparing this this deck for the webinar, there are so many things to share on this. So I have summarized this and put it on 45 minutes. Maybe during the later webinars, I'll pick up some topics and elaborate on that. Great. Right. So some people who know me and who know, okay, some people might not be knowing me. So project management is my ikigai. I think I love doing that, and I feel very satisfied doing the things I do, running a company, doing project management, and I love what I do, even today's webinar. So this is going to be a good insight for all of you. So there are a lot of things that I'm going to talk, okay, and I'm going to cover a lot of no, the basic first things about disciplined agile I will cover in a jiffy, because most of you might be aware of that, and I will give you a focus on what is actually disciplined agile coach. So I will focus more on that through today's webinar. Okay, that's my idea about doing things. Okay, so great. I guess, okay, we can start now. Okay, and before I start, a little kind of, I just want a little bit of your experience on certain things. So certain polls I'm going to launch. Please answer that. That also wakes you up, okay, and you are an active participant. Please go ahead. Come on, I think if everyone can answer, that will be great. That gives you a fair idea to me about about your idea about agile. Okay, right. No, it's great. 70% answer, 75. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to end this poll. Okay, I'm not going to share the poll results, but I will share that. Okay, majority have 46% have fair experience, and there are 11% who are like expert. Okay, little experience is 31%. Okay, great. I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to launch another poll about your awareness on disciplined agile. Okay, lovely. Some people who practice disciplined agile, that's good to hear. Okay, brilliant. I think here 80% answered, which is very nice. Okay, mostly people are kind of aware or read or follow disciplined agile, although there are 17 people who are certified. They might be Prothoughts members in my mind. Okay, thank you for attending, all of you who have got certified and attending the webinar. Great. Okay, I'm closing this poll, another poll, and my last poll. Come on, everyone. Oh, lovely. Okay. There is one professional coach in this audience. That is super. Great. Okay, now 85% answer, and majority of them are coaching professionally for the project, which is brilliant. Thank you so much. Super. Okay. So there are a lot of definition about coach as well. I'll come to that as well. Right. Okay. So these are some of my earlier slides, and this is taken from the internet. Deloitte had prepared this kind of a London YouTube thing. There are too many things in agile landscape, too many processes, practices, too many models that you can actually work out the things in agile. And if you look at it, it looks like very overwhelming. And if you are new to agile, you don't know what is the best thing, and therefore prescription about someone advising you, okay, start from, okay, a small thing and do this these 5 things, I think that can help you. So Scrum is a very good starting point. But as you move ahead, okay, there are too many things that you can focus on. So, and that's where Disciplined Agile can help you to understand where you're placed into this overwhelming map, and therefore what you should do next to for a better effective outcome. So that's the context of Disciplined Agile. That's what it is. I had certain quotes which I had actually quoted in my previous webinars, and this I like that, because if the rate of change, okay, in the outside exceeds the rate of change on inside, the end is near. In the sense that if you do what you are doing, and the world is changing. If you have seen in the last 20 years, okay, there was a pager, then a simple mobile, then apps mobile, that it has changed considerably. Okay, Apple changes all their things in on a yearly basis on the mobile. So I think, things are changing considerably fast, and if you do not change that fast, it's a question of survival. Post pandemic, you will feel that as well. So that's something where I'm making a case for agility. Okay, and again, if you're going for agility, uh, if you're struggling with, okay, no, if it's like the team is not so great, they can even struggle more with agile. And I've seen that in many projects that I have interacted so far. So all these 3 things together, okay, makes a case for disciplined agile. And this is something which I have used in the past. What is the difference between methodology, what is practice, and what is a toolkit? Okay, because disciplined agile is a toolkit, and okay, that's what I want to differentiate between practice and methodology. And disciplined agile is designed for business agility, which is nothing but, business agility is how rapidly you can adapt to the changes happening outside in a better way, in a cost effective way. Okay, so the whole idea of no, any organization would be this, right? To be business agile, it doesn't mean that you need to be Scrum or a XP or a DSDM or something. Idea is to bring agility. So however you do that, that processes, your methods, no, might be good enough. So you don't have to follow a particular practice to achieve that, right? You want to achieve business agility, and disciplined agile has that end goal to do that. So that's how it's designed as well. Now, having understood all these things, okay, I want to skip this, okay, but one second. Oh. Okay, so one sec, guys. Okay, I'm so sorry about this. So idea is that disciplined agile is leverages a lot of practices, a lot of frameworks like SAFe, even PMBOK, traditional, no, Scrum, Kanban, all these things, and gives you the right practice, right method, right option, or right decision making, or the right tool, okay, depending on the situation or the context you are in, right? So people who are new to disciplined agile, that's where disciplined agile helps. It's a toolkit, right? So that's where it helps you a lot, right? So I will try if I can start this. The problem is with the PMI website from where it is buffering. So that's where it's a problem. So let me skip this. Okay. So disciplined agile is somewhere, no, is a toolkit which helps you to, okay, have the right option as per your context for a better effective outcome. So that's what it helps you. Okay. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so let me just blow it up once more. you can see my screen, right? Okay, great. Right. Now, my idea today is to introduce Disciplined Agile Coach, okay, and what's there into that. But this is typically something which is prepared by PMI, okay, and if you can see, these are the Agile certifications from PMI, and there are many more Agile certifications. These are not just from the PMI, okay, and if you see, no. PMI SAP is something which is a very generic on and exposes you to the different agile practices in the whole world and gives you that general agile knowledge. Whereas a DASM is somewhere if you are completely new to agile, okay, and you want to gain experience in agile. So it's an incredible combination of agile lean. Agile means scrum, lean, and disciplined agile. But if you want to, okay, get into implementing things, implementing disciplined agile in complex situation, have a mindset, okay, and inculcated mindset of disciplined agile, DSSM is a good certification to have. And then at the master level, no, if you want to internalize the mindset, okay, and help team solve the problems, and even the organization solve some complex problems for agility, this certification is very much helpful. And if you want to accelerate, okay, agility in your organization and lead transformations for your organization by optimizing your value streams, etc., DVSE is a very good certification. So these are different certifications from Disciplined Agile, right? Now, I will give you a good idea about, okay, how Disciplined Agile has been unfolded so far, and this is the no, I have statistics till Jan, and it has actually gone 4 times that number. So it has been a huge increase in the last 1 year for Disciplined Agile, practitioners. You get this on the projectmanagement.com. It's a PMI website. You will get that numbers there. It's updated also on Prothoughts, a complete guide to Disciplined Agile. You get the latest numbers there as well, right? So Disciplined Agile has been, okay. We started our journey. So Disciplined Agile is launched in USA and in India. It was launched in USA in Jan 20, in India April 20, and Prothoughts became their first partner for Disciplined Agile in June 20, and we were the first to launch the batch in August 20. So these are the different milestones that we had, and we are very keen to launch the first batch of DAC soon in Jan 2022. That's the plan, but it can shift by a month or so. Okay, depends on if the PMI launches their exam in December 21. So that's how it is. and Prothoughts has been a key partner for PMI and a key evangelist for Disciplined Agile. And we are very proud that we are one of the 2 big content providers for Disciplined Agile. So if you see our webinars, our blogs, they are very huge in terms of content, which is original content that we have made by ourselves. You can visit it to complete guide to Disciplined Agile on www.prothoughts.solutions.com. So you'll get that as well there. Right. I don't want to spend time here. Okay. And I want to go straight away into the Disciplined Agile Coach certification. That's something new which is coming, and I want to showcase a little bit about what is this coach certification. I will have some 15 minutes for question answers. So this is this Agile Coach, and Agile Coach, okay, this is the reference is the Atkins Coaching Competency Framework, and when I call about the coach, it has various things inculcated into that. Okay, it has, okay, a lot of things that comes when I call a coach. It's not only about teaching, it's not only about facilitating, okay, or inspiring potential. It's about, okay, being expert in other methods like lean, agile, etc. as well. Okay, it's about having diplomatic skills, okay, influencing skills, okay, to get the things done. Okay, it requires mastery in terms of understanding the business as well. So there are a lot of things that come into agile coach, right? Now, uh, when the purpose of showing you this slide was, okay, how does the disciplined agile coach would be different from a agile coach? Okay, uh, the idea of disciplined agile coach is, okay, using the same agile coaching skills. So we understand, now you need to have that coaching skills, and there is a certain assumption that you have been coaching for some years to do this, and now you get into the advanced disciplined agile knowledge. So disciplined agile coach will give you tools and techniques, okay, besides whatever things you have been using. So the assumption here is that many enterprise coach uh, have learned, okay, limited things in their coaching profession, and they haven't used a lot of tools and techniques to actually realize that potential that is required as a coach for their enterprise. And that's the gap which disciplined agile as a toolkit provides. And as a coach, you internalize that mindset to unleash that potential. So that gap is very much exploited with new techniques, how to implement things. And toolkit also gives you, okay, a lot of tools and techniques to do that. So when I call, there are two things, right? One is the toolkit itself gives you various options to actually use disciplined agile. So as a disciplined agile coach, you need to know that. The second thing is that as part of this certification course, you are exposed to a lot of tools and techniques that you will internalize, okay, and help your team as well as the organization to solve complex problems, right? So the disciplined agile coach is far more ahead in my mind of agile coaching, right? So we do not have a kind of agile coaching. I will tell you about different certifications at the end of this slide, what are available and how agile coach or disciplined agile coach is comparable to everyone. Okay. Uh, okay. So idea of this, the superpower, like a marvel power of DA coach, is to recognize and apply this mindset to any problem or any challenge in the team. So the disciplined agile coach, if you ask me what he does, he develops, okay, the mindset and helps the team to be self-organizing, self-learning, self-improving, and therefore help them to adapt to any change that can happen in their team and therefore in the organization. So that's the superpower of a DA coach. Okay, now you can ask me questions. Okay, I have time at the end. I've given some time at the end. Now, what is there in this DAC course? Okay, so I will start with my experience about the DAC course. So this is a good reading material that you get in phase one. So DAC course is divided into phase one and phase two, and that's how DSSM recently has been done. So there is a pre-read, and that pre-read is pretty exhaustive. Okay, it is like no almost 200 pages, and it has a lot of interesting things. Okay, that you should be aware, including the tools and techniques of how you can apply coaching techniques in your team level or at the organization level. So that is something which is as a pre-read that you need to go and do that. Okay, and it talks about the typical lessons that you have, 5 lessons. So it exposes you to DAC, what should be the end goal of DAC, how DAC should support change, at the individual level, at the team level. So first the coach should be, so the journey is self, then influencing the individual, then the team, then the value stream, then the organization. So how the coach should actually expand his horizon, expand his scope over the period of time. So it is beautifully covered in a pre-read. There is excellent material in that sense in the pre-read itself, right? What interested me, and I always wanted a training to be of this nature, was the phase two. The phase two is typically all practical. It's all application based things. So there is very less literature, 10%, okay, or max 20%. The 80% part is just practical things. So you are given a case study, and as a coach, how you will get on solving things with different situations. That's what is going to be in the DAC course. And the case study also is non-IT. Okay, just to emphasize on the fact that agility is not IT specific. Okay, agility can be applied anywhere in any industry, right? So the case study itself tells you different situation and how as a coach you can actually use some of the tools, techniques that you can use for solving that. So you get exposed as coaching techniques that you can use in your organization. And that's brilliant because you are given a tool to experiment with. You get an idea about doing things. So like there are I had written a lot of things here that you can do, like you can create a coaching playbook, how you can improve on things using DA toolkit. Okay, a guided continuous improvement. Even if we have to use a technique like a fishbone diagram, which many PMP certified use, how you can as a coach use that technique, find out the real root cause, and you actually do that. Okay, I don't know how many people in PMP actually do that. So these are some of the things that you will actually start doing it, and that's something which is going to be brilliant. And therefore, a good coach, or a good trainer will definitely help you in the phase two, because he should also know a lot of things. Okay, so that will actually help to learn the course much better. I think every training, according to me, should be experiential. Okay, and at Prothoughts, even PMP, we try to do it in that way. Okay, when we doing classroom, we were in much more better shape than online in terms of the experiential learning, and that's what this is done. When I attended training, they use the Miro application. Okay, to play the games, and everyone actually collaborates through that Miro application. So this was on the DAC course. So that's how it has been done. Okay, we can talk more on that as well. Okay, in the subsequent webinars, or you can call me and we can explain that, or you can write a mail and we can help you on that. As a disciplined agile coach, there are three things that you like to do. Okay, one is that you like to help the teams improve their way of working. So you like to make the team self-organized, self-learn, use disciplined agile toolkit to help them self-organize, self-learn, and also self-improve. And therefore you work with the teams to you will have resistance. There would be some people who are excited to do the change. There are some people who do not want to change. So how to go navigate through that, how to use disciplined agile mindset as a compass and navigate through this difficult situation. That is one of the aspects of disciplined agile coach. How you work, with the organization, because disciplined agile believes that it's a complex adaptive system. That's a term they use, which means that one thing which you do in a team indirectly, directly affects the organization. So every team should have the organization awareness or the enterprise awareness, and a coach should help different teams in the organization as well to navigate through complex problems. So these are 2-3 things. This is the typical broad scope of the disciplined agile coach. If I had to be very specific, okay, what he does, okay, like I've been using the word internalizing the DA mindset. So he actually, okay, tries to bring the DA mindset in solving problems. Like I said, okay, that is very important. Okay, no, you need to understand what are the different principles, why disciplined agile is designed in a particular way, how it can help the problem, how you can inculcate the disciplined agile toolkit to make teams more effective than they were doing it previously. So how to improve their way of working. These are the things that disciplined agile coach will focus on. Okay, I'm just checking my time if I'm good. So obviously you will like to know what are the obvious benefits. Now I am talking at a 60-foot high level view, and something which is no, I'm not going tactical on this. But if you actually help the teams adopt, okay, agility, forget disciplined agile is just a toolkit. So the idea of a coach is to help teams adopt, okay, and adapt to change. That's what is the final goal. Okay, so how to, okay, if there is a problem, how you can actually embrace change and how you can navigate through that challenges, okay, with a faster adoption and improvement. That's something which the disciplined agile coach will help, and then he will move out and the team will should be self-sustaining, right? So the faster adoption and improvement. Okay, the second thing is that the DSCs, if would work with enterprise agile coaches or the DVSCs, and they help the team through transformations at the organization level as well as the team level. So these are some of the benefits. Okay, it looks obvious, but it has a good value of implementing coaches in your team, and that's going to be the way forward, guys. I will assure you on that. Coming to the eligibility and no audience. Okay, there is no audit in my mind for this eligibility. So PMI is not going to check whether you how many years of experience you have, but what they are going to check is whether you have an active DSSM certification or not. That's the only thing. That means that you are kind of on your way to inculcate the disciplined agile mindset. That's what is going to happen. The audience is pretty broad, okay, because as I said, it's not for a IT or a project team. We all believe that everyone in the organization should be agile, and therefore only you can deliver the value to the customer in sooner, in quicker time. So everyone, right from the aspirants, the practitioners, the experts, all can be the audience for disciplined agile coach certification. I have prepared this slide, okay, just to give you a good idea of the popular certifications, okay, might help some people. What I have done is that, okay, so the organizational level, okay, no, if it's at the organization level, it's like high. If it's like at team level, it's low. It's the organization is low means it's at team level. Expertise is no, is an expert certification or not, and then it's high or not. So if you can see, I've just mapped different certifications. I had taken the popular ones and mapped it against disciplined agile. I had taken SAFE and CSM. Okay, CSM definitely it's the first level of adoption, very easy to adopt. Okay, and disciplined agile also recommends agile life cycle, which is typically based on Scrum. Okay, which is a prescriptory life cycle. You can easily start after reading the CSM and start adopting. I would like to put disciplined agile Scrum Master a little above, the CSM in terms of the expertise, because it's a combination of agile, lean, and disciplined agile, and it can help you to go beyond the prescriptory things that CSM provides. And then of course you have the DSSM, and I would rate SPC a little higher than that, okay, to solve your problem, okay. Safe program consultant. DAC, I think it's at the organization level, should be towards the right, okay. And from the certification positioning point of view, I would rate DVSC and SPCT. No, sorry for the training spelling mistake of the trainer, but at the high end of the spectrum, all this DAC, DVSC, SPCT is or at the organization level. DAC I have put a little lower at the organization level for the simple reason that it can be applied at a team level as well. So Disciplined Agile Coach typically works at team as well as organization level. DVSC, which is like a very expert niche certificate, is works at organization level to achieve agility. So DAC, I would suggest, would be a more mass appealing certification than a DVSC, which is very specific to optimize the value stream and bring agility. So that would be more expertise, very niche. DAC would be more mass, okay, and can be applied in different situations. So I'm just giving you from my knowledge, okay, this is what I have prepared from my understanding on how these certifications are placed with each other, okay. Might give you a good idea about this, right? So closing thoughts, guys. So I think Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master, okay, is something which tells you, helps you to get into the disciplinary space and try to implement some complex projects, or try solving complex problems, ally it with different functional unit, different teams. Disciplined Agile Coach takes you to the next level, okay, where you by doing this, you try to master Disciplined Agile, try to inculcate the mindset of Disciplined Agile, and that's the ultimate destination of Disciplined Agile. What I liked about this course was the experiential learning, okay, and you get a lot of case studies and to solve it. And here I think the trainer becomes the coach for you, and if he's really good, you will actually find good takeaways from that. Otherwise the learning can become dry as well, right? So like I said, Disciplined Agile Coach is more at a mass level. I see a lot of practical applicability. It can be applied at your team as well as in your organization level in your transformational journey, okay. Like I said, it's the master level of Disciplined Agile. And if you are interested in, you love this coaching, you are diplomatic, senior, expert, and you want to bring about a change, you are patient, this coaching will equip you with lot of tools, techniques to become an expert coach. That's what is about this certification, right? I don't know whether I tried to cover a lot of points, but I don't know whether I did cover too many points and the whole point was missed. But nevertheless, we will have reruns about this coming sooner than later. But I try to give my honest perspective about Disciplined Agile Coach, what is in there, what is the scope, what you need to do, how it is positioned with different certifications, how it can be practically used, etc. So I gave a different spin to that, okay, on that certification. So a couple of slides and then I will open up for no question and answers, okay. I'm just trying to put thanks Srinath, okay. So I'm trying to if you want to be a part of this group, and we are going to have a lot of experts now putting content on this group, So please join this group, everyone, on Disciplined Agile. This is the second largest group in LinkedIn on Disciplined Agile. You will get a good data on that as well. So I send the link on the chat group to everyone. Okay. This is my mandatory thing. Sorry for this, but this is our upcoming batch in December. Okay. And this is for the DSSM, not a DAC, because DAC, the exams are not yet available. So DSSM batch, which is a mandatory prerequisite for a DAC. Okay. It's on 18th and 19th of December. Right. Like I said, the coach certification, tentative date, Jan 2022. Stay tuned. I will update you sooner than later on this. Okay. We have this ProMark exam simulator, and we give a lot of DSSM, DSM exams. Okay, simulator. So you can actually use that as well. There is free exams as well. You can try it out. We have a lot of webinars coming, so you can go through prothoughts.com and project management webinars. You'll find a lot of webinars. I think that's a great way to exchange knowledge and earn your PDUs as well. You need, okay, to, if you are a Disciplined Agile certification, which was 17% in today's webinar, you can easily earn, okay, that PDUs free of charge. So great, guys. Okay, I have this opened up for questions and answers. Okay, so you ask, I answer. Okay, so please open up, ask me any question. I will try my best to answer. So Nabil, hi. So you have asked what are the key technical skills, soft skills required for a coach, because it is one of my career goals. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of soft skills required for a coach. Maybe you should refer over that Adkins competency framework, coaching competency framework. Okay. Okay, diplomacy, influencing skills, a lot of tacit skills, which are your soft skills, are very important for a coach. So we assume that you already have that, and we are going to equip you with tools and techniques. Soft skills are not part of your pre-read phase 1, neither part of your phase 2 as a part of the DAC course. So there is no soft skills as a part of the course. So assumption, you already have that. Okay. Yes, Scott, we will give you the claim code sooner. Okay. After the question answer session, I will drop that. Subhash, apart from DSSM, what are the other prerequisites to go for DAC? Okay, there is no other prerequisite which is validated by PMI. It is recommended that you have agile coaching experience. Mehdi, okay, how difficult is DAC exam comparing to the PMP exam? Okay, I can't comment on it, and neither anyone except for the people who has written the DA, who are preparing the DAC exam, is not yet launched. It has been indicated by PMI that they will launch in December 2021. So I can only comment it post this. By the way, PMP exams are a little bit easier than earlier. That's what I heard. Guru Prasad says, what is the career path for value stream coach? Okay. Career path, okay. It's similar to, so the value stream coach focus on achieving agility, which means, okay, delivering value to the customer sooner, if I had to put it in a very simple way. But the DVSC also gives you a lot of good techniques and insights to do that, right? So the career path of the DVSC is to work with the leadership teams of the organization to optimize your value stream to achieve agility. If I don't know, that's something which I can think about. Hi Arif, okay. Will there be toolkit for DAC like DA browser? Of course. The DSC, okay. Will there be a toolkit for DAC like a DA browser we have for DA? So answer Arif, absolutely Arif. There will be, the DA toolkit is used by DAC in a much more advanced and effective way then a DSSM, and he will actually internalize using that toolkit to the team and other teams in the organization. Vijit, hi. So Vijit is asking, what are the prerequisite to join the DVSC course? Okay, I think prerequisite to join the DVSC course also is that you need to be DSSM certified. That's the only prerequisite which is validated. Plus, recommended is that you need to have 3 years of agile experience. Sachin is asking, instead of DSSA, is there an alternate that is accepted? Like SAFe? No, Sachin, it is not accepted. Even if you're doing SAFe, the idea is to, the DAC will use the DA toolkit, and that's why we are calling a Disciplined Agile Coach, and we believe, or the PMI believes, or the Disciplined Agile Consortium believes, that he is more effective and a different coach than a normal enterprise coach. So DSSM is the only prerequisite. Guru Prasad is asking, are value stream consultants recruited specifically for organization? Okay, I would answer in yes or no. I will be a little diplomatic. Okay, some organizations do have that, but if you ask in majority, okay, there are hardly any coaches, and in the sense that I am talking, okay, no, so no. So we many organizations do not follow agility at all. Okay, they are not following in the way that needs to be done. They have different definitions of agility. Many organizations have used their teams to call themselves super agile. I don't know what that means, which means that whenever any business wants anything, they can actually stay whole night and give it to them the next day. That is not the agility definition. So but going forward, I see a lot of demand, okay, for value stream consultants, because you are generating value at a cost, in a cost effective way, which means you're generating more revenue and decreasing the cost. So it makes a lot of business sense. So maybe it will happen. Kavaskar is asking, what is certification fee for DSC? It's not yet decided. Okay. In the US, it's around more than $2,000. Okay, it is launched by 2 people in US. Okay, but when it comes to India, it will be much lesser in my in my mind. Okay, so we are not decided yet on that. Okay, but it's a expert certification, master level certification. Do we need for DVSC to proceed with DAC? Karthik, hi. Yeah, no, you don't need to go for DVSC to proceed. DAC and DVSC are independent in nature. Okay, in fact, DVSC would not have a mass appeal like a DAC. You will find, if I talk, today is December 2021. If we meet in December 2022, 1st December, you will find a lot of DACs than DVSCs. DACs will have a lot of practical applications, and more organizations will recruit more DACs than DVSCs. Although at Prothoughts we will actually do both. But I would, from my understanding, DACs would be on a mass scale than DVSCs. Okay. Deepak, I didn't understand your question. Coach soft skills training. Okay, there were some questions. Okay, Praveen, should I go for DSC or DVSC, or only can do DVSC after DSC? Praveen, I just answered the question. DVSC and DSC are 2 different independent certifications. You can do either one first or second later, depends on what you want to do. If you want to coach, okay, your teams and enterprise, okay, on organizational agility, you go for DSC. But if you want to do optimize value stream, if you have heard about value stream, then DVSC is the thing. It accelerates agility for the organization. So when I say optimize value stream, means how to remove waste, okay, or how to make your delivery to customer. Let it be very simple. How to make delivery to the customer sooner with higher quality, DVSC. Okay. How many hours of training for DSC? Okay, the course is for 16 hours, 2 days. Subhash is asking, does organization follow DA and SAFE tracks together? What are the major differences between both? Yeah, Subhash, a very good question. DA leverage is SAFE. Okay, DA leverage is SAFE, and no, so it uses a lot of SAFE things as well. Like I said, DA is a toolkit, SAFE is a framework. So there might be organizations following both depending on the need. So there might be organization who is following the framework, but if they want to improve on things, they might be using the toolkit to improve. Okay. So DA also has, no, 7 life cycles. One is agile. So DA recommends agile, which is typically the Scrum life cycle to start with. But after they attain mastery, they need to tailor, or they need to move out and improve their way of working. So it might go to lean as well. So it depends on what is the context, and they can follow both the tracks together as well, if the question is that. Subhash, I would request if you can go to Prothoughts YouTube channel. There is a webinar on what is the difference between DA as versus SAFE. You can read that as well. We offer SAFE training as well. So you can read that, what is the difference between this both. Or you can do the video of that. Yeah. Great. Okay, I didn't launch one poll. Okay, I'm going to, okay, you have more, if you have more questions, okay, no, please put the questions. Happy to answer the questions. And I want you to, okay, answer this poll, okay, and I will share the claim code for you guys. Please, everyone answer. That helps. Your feedback helps us to improve a lot. Guys, 61%. Guys, answer please. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. 10 more seconds. I'm going to do this. Okay. Saurabh, yes, I'm going to share the claim code. Okay. Here you go. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome, Subhash. Okay. Thank you so much. And okay, so anything, you can get connected with me on LinkedIn. Happy to connect, and happy to be connected and learn from you all. So thank you so much, and I hope, okay, all of you could take something from this session. So thank you so much, and have a great day. A warm namaste from me. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. See ya.